So, eerie, eerie. Mic check 1, 2. I make that noise. I'm a rapper, numerologist, name decoder, dance teacher. I work a corporate job selling organic foods, and I am now speaking with someone all the way in Sweden. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, before we get into this name decode, I'm grateful that you and I have been united. Can you just tell how you found me and just some things that you might know about what I do and what interested you?
I just found it through YouTube, and the most interesting part was you sharing the truth.
Awesome. So you just said basically it was me sharing the truth in a unique way that
Yeah,
made you sort of go ahead.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. That's what attracted me most to you.
Awesome. And I'll tell you this, you just talked to me about how I have low views. Now,
Yeah,
I am okay with this. I'll say why. Before I started waking up, I'll just quickly tell you about me. I'm about marketing myself, and high self-esteem is why everyone is following one truther and they're not doing their own work. My first way of getting into social media was I marketed myself on Twitter. Simple. I had a hashtag saying, I think you'll be interested in my work. I sent a link to serious shit. Sarika Jessica Parker, an actress. Okay. Before I woke up, I didn't know if it'd work. She responded with the official page saying, thank you for the video. And I documented this. Other actors like D.L. Hewley, a black comedian, very famous in America. You're in Sweden. You may know that name. He's very popular. He shared my video. Why am I saying this? Everyone's damning celebrities and the Illuminati. I understand this. But before I woke up, on social media, I had people with millions of followers already liking the way that I was doing what I was doing. And I was marketing a video of me rapping while doing ballet. Is that not crazy?
yeah.
So I'm right now, before I do your name, I want to encourage people like you, young people, start your own channel. Hashtag, whatever I give you today, believe in yourself. And don't just damn the Illuminati, because they actually gave us the reality that we hate, yes or no.
Yeah, true.
And you and I wouldn't have met if we did not have an enemy. So it's simple. So I'm all about being humble. And also on Instagram, I occasionally have people with 500,000 followers who like my work. So you see where I'm going? So it's like I have low views, but I have celebrities backing me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one quick note, not my ego, David Blaine started following me. This is David Blaine following me before I was doing syncretism. So I think I know what I'm doing. And that's a guy in the Illuminati. Now, okay. So what is your birth name before we get into this, and how slowly spell this for me?
Yeah. Clevis Pieternita.
Say it again.
Long. Clevis Pieternita.
Clivis. Wow. Okay, so let me slow down here. So what's the first letter of your name?
K like K.
K. Okay, thank you. That's a 2.
Yeah.
K plus, what's the next letter?
L like lion.
L. Nice.
Yeah.
3. Next letter?
E like ether.
E like ether. My man knows his stuff. I love that. Bless you. E. What's the next one?
V like versus.
Nice. Nice. Venus. Yes. 4. Beautiful. Next one.
E like Instagram.
Oh, I like Instagram?
Yeah, I like Instagram.
Got you.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I wanted to hear you correctly.
I like it.
You're fine. And then the next one?
It's my second language. And S like super.
Cool. All right. That's a 1. S. Nice. That's your full first name now.
Yep.
Okay. What's the next name? And give me the letters slowly.
P like possessive.
P. Possessive. And we are possessed by mind control and demons today, aren't we? Next letter.
J like Jane.
J like JHE. Cool. My name. All right.
Yeah.
J is a 1. Cool. Next one.
E like ether again.
Cool. E is a 5. Next one.
T like terror.
T like teller. That should be a 2. Yeah. T2 like Terminator 2. Okay. Next
Yeah,
one.
like E like ether again.
Nice. 5. Next one.
like right.
Oh, R, like right?
Yeah, R like right.
Got you. 9. And next one?
And like night.
N is, I think, a 5. For New World Order. Yeah, N is a 5. Wow. Next one?
E like Illuminati.
E, oh, you mean I.
I.
It's okay. No
Yeah, I.
problem, man. You're from Sweden, and I'm grateful. You actually speak better English than most
No,
Americans.
I'm actually from Albania, but I just live in Sweden.
Oh, you're from Albania.
Yeah,
Wow, bless you. Look at how diverse
yeah,
it is. And you found me even though I had low views, yes or no?
yeah,
That means it was meant to be. Albania. So
yeah.
you speak
That's
better
what I was
English.
thinking.
You speak better English than most Americans. Okay.
Thanks.
So, yes, that was 5. And the next one was R, you said, right?
Peter, me, N, I, K again. K like my first letter.
Oh, shoot. I want to make sure I got it the right order. Damn. The last letter you gave me was a. Damn. What was the last letter you just before? Shit.
What did you write?
Um,
No,
I have 7152595. And the next one, I think, what did you say it was?
I think it's K. The next one. I should use K
Okay.
like my first letter.
Count to me how many letters are in your this name because I don't want to mess it up. So just slowly count. Go.
It's 11.
It's 11 numbers.
In the
I'm on
second.
one,
In the
two,
second.
three. I'm trying to find it. I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on the 7th letter of your name.
Yeah, it's I. It's I.
I. Good. Okay. Hallelujah. I. Okay. The next one.
K.
Sorry. Hold on. Okay. Plus K is a 2, I believe. Hold on. Yes, it is. Okay. And then the next one.
A like Alpha.
That's a 1. Next one.
Yeah, and J like Jane again.
Oh, like JHE, my birth name. 1. Fantastic. Okay. So before we do this, I'm going to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shiva Boom Om JHE. And this new name, I'm going to now gracefully. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. This name I'm going to gracefully decode. It equals. Okay. So before I show you this number, I'm going to ask you about anyone in your family. All of my readings are about mental health. Everyone's, confused. Anyone in your family that might be older, that might have made it hard for you to be comfortable with who you are. It could be anything. I like looking for the problem because not many people talk about their personal issues. I see someone older that might have a problem or they're sick. It might be an addiction, like drinking a lot. I'm very much into Europeans. I was a ballet dancer. I know that a lot of us, even though Albania is more than Europe, we have a culture of drinking a lot, like in my family too. So I'm going to leave that there. Is there anyone older in your family that you want to resolve issues with at all?
Yeah, but no problem with drinking or any addictive drugs or anything.
Okay, good. And is this person a female or a male? It might be a female, I feel.
How can we say two?
So it's a female and a male.
Yeah,
Would this be mother and father?
maybe.
You're you're saying maybe you must know because I want you to embrace it. I don't judge here. If
Yeah, but it's. I understand all the reasons that come from it. So
okay,
why everyone acted that way? So I don't.
the number is 71. Now, how you're young, I believe. How old are you?
Yeah, 20,
What year were you born?
99.
99. Interesting. So this number 71, it also could be 17. Is there anyone that's younger than you that you're having any issues with? Like, there's always something in our life, my brother. So I'm trying to
Yeah,
find, is there someone younger also maybe trying to complicate things?
yeah.
Okay. Can you elaborate? Can you share what kind of difficulty this is?
Uh, I really can't go too much deep into it.
Okay, so it's a personal. It's too personal then, right?
Yeah, but it's like, this relationship shit.
Okay, that's no problem. I'm not. I don't want you to be uncomfortable, but basically, I'm getting you to sort of see what I do and how it digs deep. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Okay, good. So your number is
I'm so sorry.
71. Does the number 71 mean anything to you, or the number 17? Think and take your time. Have you seen this number? Does it mean anything to you?
Nah,
So
not really.
71 and 17 are not anything familiar.
Nah,
What about the number 8?
no, not even number 8.
What about the number 8 being the shape of your meniscus, which is your knee, a figure 8? Now,
I have done this numerology for the birthday. So I have a friend who's his number 8, life path, or I don't know, something like that. So he's like my brother, like my best friend. So that's the most it can relate to number 8.
so you have someone with the number 8 that you relate to in numerology.
Yeah,
Okay. Is this person younger or older?
older.
So I think that we've come full circle. Do you see how this works? I asked you in the beginning about someone older.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
kind of struggled. Yeah, everyone's different. So you sound very relaxed, like you don't have many problems, which is very rare today. Most of my decodings deal with trauma, but there's always something blocking us, and I'm just trying to dig with you. So we've established clearly someone older and younger uh, is relating to you personally in a negative way, but also in a positive way. Yes or no?
yeah.
Cool. So now what I'm going to do is this. Keep it simple. I'm going to build on the number 8, what it relates to in symbolism, and I'm going to decode what I think you should focus on. Look for the number 71 in license plates. Look for it in the clock or 17. You must do that because what I do with my name decodings, I encourage people to know that every name is magic, yes or no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the
True.
fact that you don't relate to 71 in memory means that you're missing it. Means that, my brother, this number is definitely around you. Look for it in license plates. I don't know, a certain time, someone was going to meet you, or the age, but very good, we're doing well. So now that being said, the number 8 is the shape of the meniscus, which is the knee in which everyone has to bend down and bow or to move and go to work or get injured or have arthritis. Metaphorically, we have emotional pain in our movements. How are your movements? How do you feel physically? Or are you surrounded by people that may have physical problems that make your life a bit difficult?
Mm. It's pretty good actually. I feel great, and I don't have any
Good.
person who's
All
sick
right.
now.
So then number 8 relates to this. Perfect. Number 8 is the authority and personal power, self confidence, executive ability, inner strength, professionalism. Does any of that ring a bell?
You hit it right.
So,
So it's most of those right now.
and it says inner wisdom. Your inner wisdom is also a social status. So, how is your social status? Do you feel like you're appreciated?
You mean in social media or in private life?
I mean, in your, yeah, both. Why not? In life in general, do you feel appreciated?
No, not really. But it's because you know I keep I walk alone. Tell the truth. I don't know if it's a problem from childhood or anything like that, but I just don't like to have company around me.
I think your sign is in the Tropic of Capricorn. I don't know your zodiac sign, but you sound like you're in the Tropic of Capricorn for sure. You're very.
Taurus.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm Taurus.
You're a Taurus?
Yeah.
Whoa! Wow. Interesting. You sound like very. I need to see though. There's other influences in your number. I'm also a Taurus too. Hare Krishna. So your Taurus is your tour of duty. How about military energy? How are we dealing with the military and anyone that we might know related to? Let's just say we have a war problem today. Can you speak a little bit on that without being uncomfortable?
War problems?
Just things with like violence, aggression, like weapons, alpha
Mm.
males, people who are very tough.
Yeah, most of the people who are around me are like that. So,
Aha. So we've touched something good there, haven't we?
yeah,
So you sound like you're someone that has to be very careful what you say, yes or no?
yeah,
Okay, I respect that. So, Hare Krishna, but would you say that we're now having a psychic moment now?
yeah,
Okay, cool. See, being psychic is not me being better, or psychic is not like what we think it is. Psychic is, hey man, I know someone who you shouldn't hang out with, and then you go hang out with them, and then something bad happens to you. And your friend says, I fucking told you so, yes or no?
yeah,
Okay, that's all I'm saying what I mean by psychic. Okay,
yeah,
so
I understand.
beautiful, you're a Taurus. Well, I think you have something Saturnian in you that might be an issue, not an issue, but an interesting issue. So let's go to your numerology. We'll find your planets. Awesome. So the number 8 with your name relates to the strength card of the tarot, which is silver, and it's the moon, the north node of the moon. Wow. And you're a freaking Taurus, which is a moon sign. That's awesome. So we just had an awesome connection, brother. We just found out that your name, like and it's so awesome because I don't know if it's always going to work. Everyone's name is directly relating to their sign. Isn't that cool?
Yeah,
So now you must understand you're a Taurus. You have a red bull and a blue bull. You have the white army and the red army of Russia, so called communism, that Americans in the Skull and Bones Society were also friends with the other side, yes or no?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So everything that we call gangster today, everything that we call negative mafia is also the government and our tax dollars, yes or no?
yeah, yeah,
So what you should be concerned with is knowing that your name is the Red Bull, but your birth chart might be the blue or it might be the other order. What you need to find out is how red you are, because you might have a lot of heat, and bulls, when they get hot, we're very hard to contend with. We can make a lot of pain, but we also can be abused because people eat. I don't judge your diet, but the matador killing the bull is killing your symbol. Symbol is bull. um, Anything violent and aggressive, bulls can take a lot of shit. However, it is very important that you just know who you're around. And do you actually? I'm going to ask you this question: does the color red at all in your life right now? Does it hold any significance? The color red? I mean, like a stoplight. Anything red for you?
I shall tell you, since my first picture that my mom takes, the clothes that I have were half the clothes were blue and the other half is red. And since,
Wow.
like, just right now when I came in the house, I had a blue jacket and red shoes and red pants and a blue t-shirt too. So, this is kind of crazy. So I read about this Masonic symbol about these temples, blue and red, but I understood that it was the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere of the brain. I
Yes.
don't go much deep into it.
So before I go any further, am I blowing your
Yeah,
mind?
absolutely,
Now,
absolutely.
I am not better than anyone. I don't have an ego. But I'm going to tell you something right now. A lot of people come to the YouTube channels and they waste time. They don't show any community service. I don't see truthers talking to an Albanian. I've done things with Ukraine. I've had England call me, America, Canada. I've done it all. So I know for a fact that we are missing something and people need help today. There's no time for us to waste on one video. I need to tell you something about your demons and your angels. So I would recommend you just be careful with the red and the blue, that you put them together, my brother, that you merge your hot energy and your cold, and that you trust in this and that you actually use that, because I think you're going to be challenged a lot with red. Bulls are going to get challenged. I'm being challenged, my brother, right now. I'm fighting for my apartment. I have issue with the heating system. My door was left unlocked for 7 days because the guy could not get me a key in time. You see where I'm going?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's activism. Truth isn't only astrology. You have things in your life right now that you want to know. Hey, Jay, come on. Give me something about me so that when I deal with bullshit, I can go to your information, have high self esteem. That's all the government, the mafia Every gangbanger, I don't care. They all have confidence. They stick together, they get the gun, and they deal with it. What does humans do today? They push a button, my brother, they vote, and they say, okay, Jesus or Allah, one day out of the week. That is not commitment and high self-esteem. That is just us saying, oh, I have an easy way to get religious now or to make money. You see where I'm going? Okay, cool. So before I go further, because your voice is a little bit low, I'm going to confirm that you just said you had a childhood picture of red and blue colors, and I already told you that your name is Two Bulls. It's red and blue. And you also mentioned you were wearing red and blue today. That is the rainbow called a torus field that goes through your window that then gives you a human body. So if anyone skips their rainbows and their colors, they're missing their Crips and their Bloods and their gang. That is not just America. Every gang has a color, a football team. You got to be careful. When I was in Romania, I had the wrong hat on. I was dancing in Bucharest Opera. I had the wrong hat on. They told me, Jay, you better change that because they're going to beat your ass. That's the wrong team. I know my Europeans. I respect Europe. And America sold out with Europe. Okay, we paid King George taxes. After we kicked King George out of America, we gave him money and we're still kissing his ass. We should never judge anyone doing anything negative today to survive. Fuck that. Tax dollars is the mafia, not your personal fucking life. Now, woo! You feel charged that now, don't you?
A lot.
That's what I do. I'm a light worker. That's it. I'm not a bullshitter. Now we're going to go to your tarot and simply, oh, dude, your number 8 is the sun. So that's another important thing. The sun is your Illuminati. Your sun is to be lightened up. So now I'm going to ask you, you seem like a very focused guy, very calculated Taurus. Interesting. But I'm going to ask you, do you feel any kind of repression? You already did tell me you don't feel appreciated. Okay. So I don't want to get too personal, but do you want to expand a little bit on the repression and what it's like for you?
Oh man, it's fucking terrible. Like it made me make decisions since I was a child that I wouldn't have made. But I can't, that's what I'm trying to solve.
I understand. So it's a simple story, isn't it? So you have issues from your past.
Oh, yeah.
And like an intelligent person, you're not trying to get a job and forget about it. You're not trying to find a woman or whatever you're into to forget about it. Everyone, I understand sex is important. I understand money. But the biggest motto I say is if you haven't dealt with your past issues, I don't care how good the woman or the guy looks. I don't care about how much money you made and got a raise. You're going to get fired or depressed if you don't go back to your past. Yes or no?
True. It's really, really true.
Common sense truth. This is nothing deep. This is astrology is your intuition and it's just not knowing anything. I didn't know anything about you. It took me some time to figure out what your vibe is. And so that's the whole process. I haven't rehearsed any of this. I'd much rather just get it wrong and then get it right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I encourage you, trust in yourself. Use your sun number 8. The octave of the sun is actually -8, which means you must play music that motivates you. Very important. I recommend you go to the East Indian music and play any mantra or a song that's about Saturn, the sun, because you're living in the age of Aquarius, in the Tropic of Capricorn. That forces us to be Saturnian or, yes, satanic. This is why even me as a Taurus, you see, I'm more of a red bull than a blue one because we're in a hellish Saturnian world. See where I'm going?
Yep.
That's why your government uses the symbols. They know that humans are also Satan, not just the Illuminati and the fucking Rothschilds. It is the influence that makes you. There you go. So if you had a fucked up past, if you had a hard child, like my mom beat my ass, never apologize for it, okay? If you have a bad past like that, and you didn't have the freedom to be yourself, of course you're going to be, skeptical and you're going to follow a fucking dark path. And you're going to survive. You might have to hurt people. I mean, no one wants to hurt anyone, but if you're being forced You have no apology from your family or closure. You're going to hurt people. I've hurt people. So it's okay. We're here to heal, yes or no?
Yep, yep, yep.
Good. All right. So now I'm going to go to the strength card. You're a very strong person. I can hear that. You're a survivor. No bullshit here. The strength card is a woman holding a lion gently by the throat and the head. Do you feel the repression that you felt stems more from a possible female? And if that's the case, do you think you might need closure and tell one of the females that might have repressed you how you honestly feel?
I've already done it.
Good, good, great.
I've negative feedback.
Okay, perfect. So you've already done that. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so it means inner balance, control, strength. It's the serpent. You have any snakes? Anyone betray you lately?
Not just lately, but yeah.
Ah, I can tell. You're very calm. I can see you're keeping it together because you have some anger. Your Red Bull wants to come out. Before you use that Red Bull, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Before you use that Red Bull on that serpent, just think, take your time, and try to deal with it as peacefully as you can. If you can't, I support what you need to do. Just think about how much red you have as a bull now, and you're already a Taurus, and you're in the age of Saturn. Okay. Motivation and action, it means you are supposed to do something. So I'm assuming you're someone who does something.
Yeah.
Okay, we stop there.
Whenever I can. Yeah.
Now, your astrology is Leo, it's Neptune, and it's Mars. Now, how does that relate to what I asked you about being a Capricorn sort of relationship? Well, I'm going to tell you why. The number 8, Saturn rules time. There are 8 points in time, my brother. Now, I'm already noticing something interesting about you. Sometimes people do time. I have a friend right now who unfortunately went back to jail because of anger and bad luck. And he's into the truth. And he once in a while comes by here. He's a street person. I won't say his name. He's done some time. So now, without getting too personal, I'm assuming that this culture of time is something you are familiar with, yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
So we don't get any deeper. We respect you. I have some friends, in my family as well, who have gone and done time. Now, 8 is Saturn's number. You see where I'm going. The snake, or the person who betrayed, or the snitch, whatever you want to call it, there's something in there. I can hear it, and you're trying very hard to not want to do something intense. I get it. However, the snake is Saturnian. You need to look for someone who's a Capricorn. Scorpio is your opposer. Now, I'm going to ask you, I'm sure you're going to have aha moments. Is there anyone that you have a problem with who is an opposing sign? Scorpio, Sag, Libra, Pisces. Do you know anyone?
Yes, yes.
How many would you say are there? You don't have to say their name, but how many would you say?
Around 6.
Woo! You just said 666, the mark of the beast. You see how that's your carbon 12. It's not evil. It's there to show you. You are a bull, and bulls are all about earth, meaning making a business, dealing with the business of I'm going to go handle this shit. I'm going to get people that are going to support me in this, and we're going to get freaking organized. And I'm going to give you so much information, you have nowhere to go because Taurus rules the mouth and the throat. And we have a very cutthroat world in which, we hurt people, don't we?
Whenever we need to.
There you go. So we don't want to have to be violent, but as people can hear in this build, we have unique people on the street that we forget about. We call them niggas, poor people, or gangsters. Anyone listening, remember that we're all a gangster. We pay federal tax dollars. The federals is the Rothschilds. Your Rothschilds were Templar Knights, gave you the Crips and Bloods, Red and Blue, York Rite, and Scottish Rite gangbangers. Yes or no, my brother?
Yeah.
You notice that you can't talk about that?
Everywhere. Just tell this new match, this boxing match that was between Logan and KSI, Red and Blue. Could you just see?
I couldn't really hear you. Could you speak a little louder on that one?
Yeah, this boxing match that was out Logan Paul and KSI.
Boxing match, Logan.
You saw the symbolism, blue and red.
Yes.
I knew from the moment that I saw KSI in the red side that he was gonna win, like before, from the symbolism. So it was clear for me. So it's not just they use it everywhere, everywhere.
And you know what's crazy? Donald Trump, and people need to wake up because he is not stupid. He went to a Jesuit school. Jesuit means deceitful in etymology, which means they have to pretend to be something when there's something else. All presidents were Jesuits. So Donald Trump wears a red and blue tie. He can't decide which gang he's with anyways. So if I'm going to vote, never mind voting, look at and notice, why is he wearing a red and blue tie? Are you still there?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He's supposed to be a Democrat or Republican, whatever the fuck he is. That's one color, but he wears different ties. If he goes to LA and does that, to my understanding, a gangbanger will kill you over these things, or used to.
Yep, used to.
Now it's a bit different, but that's not a game. So now, think about your 6 adversaries. Is the one who's a Scorpio a female or a male in the 6th that is your Tropic of Capricorn?
Male.
Oh, a male. Wow. Interesting. Okay. All right. That's interesting. This one, yeah. This one I see is, I think this one is the biggest problem. Would it not be out of all the other ones? It's Mars, man. It has to be. This is the biggest problem you have?
Yep.
Okay. Be careful with this one. It's Mars, man. Mars is all red, baby. And it's fucking Pluto that rules it. That's plutonium. That every civil war, every fucking war has chemicals, uranium, Uranus, and plutonium. Yes or no?
Yep.
Pluto is Scorpio, is destruction. That's not all evil. If you're an awakened Scorpio, you just have to be aware that your Mars and fucking Pluto is Paul McCartney and your fucking prime minister. This would be someone who either has a lot of power, is very connected. I would say they're probably hard to get at, maybe.
Hard to get at.
Feels like it. Yeah, they're going to be very sneaky. Yes, they're very, because Scorpions are about being sneaky and they're about betrayal. Did this person betray you?
Yep.
So you see how it works? There you go. We are on the same page now. So now this reading is no longer astrology. This reading is common sense survival in the corporate world. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, very simple. I'm going to tell you, we have about 10 minutes left on this video. I'm just going to tell you what colors also show up, what it means in Ireland, your name, and how it's going to have a statement. So what is your statement? Give me a second here. So your rune is Uruz, Uruz. Now you're Albanian. Do you have any names that relate to Uruz?
No.
I might be saying it wrong. Or Yuri? Uriz? Like Yuri?
Yeah, Yuri, yeah.
Yes, like a Russian name. Of course, I danced ballet. I was trained by the Vaganova. I went to St. Petersburg. I actually danced at the Mariinsky, and I met Russians that were 7 feet tall and could jump higher than me. What I'm going to ask black people and white people, if white people can't jump, there's a movie that says white men can't jump. Stupid. Hollywood, fuck you. I went to Russia. I saw white people bigger than me with muscles like me jumping higher and turning more, which means that we have a stupidity with racism. Yes or no, my brother?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, it's called they're Vikings. Russians are not just European, goddammit. They relate to Norse, and so do you probably. Great. So Uruz is U-R-U-Z, is also Yuri, U-R-I-Z. The phrase is to find true strengths, you must first face your weaknesses. How does that make you feel?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm doing right now, what I'm trying to do.
What would you say is your biggest weakness? Would it be something to do with diet, people's ways of thinking?
It's my way of, I just dumb down myself to tell the truth. Just so you know, I can avoid that hurting. So I just don't want to see the truth, so I dumb down myself. Just so I can appreciate who I'm spending my time with, because I always know that I'm wasting my time.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you this. You just helped me find a gemstone I've never heard of before. And I want you to get this because it's a very powerful stone that your name relates to. And it's going to help you to balance the challenges. So your stone is a carbuncle. And when I Google the carbuncle, it's a rainbow or it's like a red stone. You need that, pardon me. You need that stone, that redness, because it's going to create an energy around you. It's going to help you calm down and not, beat yourself up too much. I think that you've been maybe doubting yourself. When you get mad at somebody, they make us insecure. They make you focus on them and not yourself a lot. So the Scorpio, try to ignore Scorpio. But if it's a big, big problem and it's your safety or whatever, you deal with what you deal with. But try to ignore Scorpio, ignore these forces, because they're not a situation where you can talk to them. It's, I think, a situation where it might go somewhere else. We don't want that. But we are ready for action because your name is action, and we take no shit, yes or no.
Yeah.
So try to ignore this demon. Get the carbuncle, Carbuncle, and also your colors are. Let's see here. Dark green and yellow. Do those colors mean anything to you?
Dark green and yellow. Not much.
Well, dark green should mean something. You're a Taurus. Don't you know that's emerald green for Venus?
Yeah, I know. I just thought it meant in another way.
Oh, no. It's okay. So you must get green. You must eat a lot of plants, chlorophyll. You want to talk to your plants, my brother.
Yeah.
Why do you do? Yes, you get it. Why? When we grow marijuana plants, you're supposed to play music. I have a friend that does this because they can hear good energy, which also means anyone who damns pop culture, even your Bruno Mars bullshit Illuminati songs, your plants will still take the good energy from that. And because it sounds happy, you see where I'm going? It's going to grow better.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we have to stop damning the Illuminati. We're here to decode them, expose them, but they're related to us. The Illuminati is also humans. My mother behaves like Illuminati, meaning she beat me up for 13 years and won't say sorry.
I think it's just the way that they were raised or the trauma that they passed, and that's why they took those actions towards us. It doesn't make it right. It just
Of course.
gives us an explanation, me and you, for example. It gives us an explanation so we can feel a little bit of forgiveness for those people who take those kind of actions.
Oh, of course. Oh, yes. I forgive, but I don't forget. You see, a lot of us want to have amnesia. And the amnesia, my brother, that's why my YouTube views are so low. Because a lot of people have amnesia about themselves. They love when someone talks about someone else or a problem. But when you see your own bones and your muscles mean Troy, the ilium bone, Ilium, means Troy, the movie. Everyone's like, that's too easy. You want to suffer? You want to be divided in the truth movement? Then we are the problem, is why I'm saying we are the Illuminati, meaning we don't allow people to express themselves when they're different. Like you feel repressed. You shouldn't feel repressed. So you can be angry and you can also be a little bit defensive without hurting people and also by forgiving them too, but you can still fight back and get what you need. Because Krishna, in the Bhagavad Gita, all your gurus skip this shit. Sad guru, this viral fucking guru of Oprah Winfrey Club, fuck that. Anyone who's in the mainstream. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just watching a video of him today.
I don't damn him for you. No, it's okay. I don't judge you, but I'm just gonna be careful with him. It's his.
I was just watching it. It passed through my screen, but I just could see that he's straight bullshitting the audience.
Gotcha. Well, the last video I saw of him, he said, "Greetings. If you come to my channel, I give to you for free. Normally, it is $150 for the package," and I'm like, okay. He's asking you $150. I'm asking for $40 donations, in which you did, and I'm grateful. You're from Europe. I'm grateful. You and I are black and white, but we are unifying. Yes or no?
Yep.
That's why I do unity consciousness on my Instagram. Raw Zen 617. You can find me there. Now, wear yellow, get red, and get green coloring so you can deal with all the energies that are confusing. But you sound like you're mostly in a good place, but you sound like you have enough problems and enough people who are a problem that can take you out of that freedom to have a good space. Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah.
So we don't want to do the time, meaning the time is this. You go to work, there's time. You get up, there's a watch on your wrist, there's a time. The alarm clock, oops, you're late. That's Saturn. That's black and white. The figure 8 is Saturn. The octagon, yeah, the octopus. 8 points is Shiva, Satan. What I mean by time is this, that we're not being too controlled by, well, I better do this thing. It's time to do it. Is it really now? It's a trick. Time is an illusion, basically. Time is Satan telling you that you're a number. And well, you are. You're a bicep, but you're not a bicep because your breath is invisible. So someone is fucking with you right there. You aren't a number, a social security. You aren't insurance. You aren't someone's child. You were never someone's homie or their brother. You're unique. And the elite, your government does not want you to know that. That's all this is about. They don't want you and me to talk like this. You get it?
Yeah.
It's why I have low views. People don't like to unify. They love when someone shows a video and it's all middle finger, pedophilia. What gender is it? It's ball earth, it's flat earth. They don't talk like you and me are talking. How many truthers record videos where they talk to other people all over the world to show that we are one? How many do that? Zero. And I have the lowest views. It shows you. I'm not even bitter about it because I'm happy. I have celebrities who get it. So one of my videos is being seen by someone with 1 million followers. Now, is that viral in a different way? So I'm humble. That's why I don't get bitter. I've done my work and I have evidence to show it. Now, document your life. I would say do some research, use etymology, my brother. Get into your words, watch my videos, please. You're very open and find your own way. Go to your language in Albanian. Listen, Latin, French, Chinese, Sanskrit. Look at Sanskrit. Look at, I showed you Norse. Uruz is Yuri. Look at your name and see how you relate to your Vikings. You need to help your warriors wake up, brother. People who are lost need a Taurus. You're supposed to be a big brother association. You're basically someone that can bring peace to gang violence. But if you get pissed off, you have the ability to be both the gangs and to create a lot of problems for people, which no one wants to piss off a Taurus. You do not want a bull in your fucking China shop. It is what it is. We are a very powerful force. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Great. So I'm going to chant Hare Krishna and end this one at 43. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shiva Boom Om JHE. What is your first name again? Say it. Trevis? Clevis. Thank you for trusting in me. Clevis is also the cleaver. Well, who has the cleaver? The Russian flag is the sickle. Yes, for Saturn, and the hammer of Thor, Jupiter. It takes 2 to tango, baby. 2, red and blue. Your red is Saturn. Your blue is Jupiter. But Jupiter and Saturn are related because Saturn gave birth to Jupiter. Isn't that fucked up? So we have a satanic problem today. We're supposed to get challenged. So I'm going to stop it there. Thank you again for reaching out. And any last thoughts on this read for you?
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Not a problem, man. And we stop there.